Right. Hello, y'all. Today I brought a guest. He's going to talk about why the protest doesn't work, and then how the Hong Kong and then South Korea can relate to this experience. He's from Hong Kong, and then he's my friend.
Okay. So I'm gonna talk about the protests in Hong Kong and what I learned from it. What I've learned is that if we take protests to the street, then a lot of times people will be divided into two categories. One category is the peaceful, and the other category is the violent. These are labels designed by the enemy to divide us. Because if the people start defining themselves, then we will be doing the work for the enemy. We cannot be contained when we are united as one. So if we take protests to the streets, a lot of times you're just doing work for the enemy by dividing yourselves. And in Hong Kong in 2019, a lot of protesters who were willing to fight, and they were labeled as 勇武, and that just means basically they're violent. And the people who cannot fight, they're labeled as 和理非. That's just a nicer way to say that they can't fight, but it doesn't really give them any moral superiority. But they act like they are superior because when you are divided, you would want to be the side that is better, right?
Mm-hmm. And then you want to recall this fight is, this warfare is called by the name.
So I would say the name of the game is information warfare. The most important part of this war is information. It's no longer physical because it's 2025. The most powerful weapon is no longer force. The most powerful weapon is influence. So information is the name of the game. If we can get the people more aware of what's going on, and at some point China will not be able to take all that pressure, because the only way to stop this regime from going on is to not help it go on. If nobody is helping this regime go on, it will stop on its own.
Okay. Do you have the last message to the Korean generation, young generation?
To the youth of South Korea, I would like you to realize that you have a lot of power in your hands, right at your fingertips. And this power cannot be contained, and the Chinese government is very afraid of the young Korean people uniting for one cause. And all you have to do is to show that you're not afraid. So it's as simple as take a selfie on Independence Day and then put a hashtag on it, something like Korea for Koreans. And it's that simple, because if everyone is willing to show that, then China would know that they're outnumbered, and no matter how much influence they have, the South Korean people is not going to support their taking over. So they would just have to acknowledge that, they would have to address that before they can keep going with their plan. And as long as the people don't help Chinese government, the Chinese government will be halted.
Okay. Thank you.